Alright guys, this is probably going to be a long fucking stream, because just based on the topic. The internet contains more information than you could even imagine. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that shit, because it's been on my mind lately with all the research and shit I do. Let me start by, see these black windows? And there's some weird text in it, and I'm going to hit enter on both of them. So just right out of the gate, you're probably already confused. Like, what the fuck is this guy doing already? Well, what I'm doing in the background with those two commands just now, I'm automatically downloading the text. If anybody types in chat, you know, hi, how are you? I'm automatically downloading that to my hard drive right now. So that comment I just typed on YouTube chat is going to my hard drive. Why? Well, because if I decide to delete the comment that I just wrote, which some people do sometimes on streams, I'll still have it on my hard drive. And the other window is the video. So, actually it's the other way around. The left is the video, the right is the text. So, the video is being downloaded too in case YouTube stops my stream mid-stream and says, oh, you can't say that, we're banning you, and then boom, my channel's deleted or whatever. I'll still have the video on my hard drive if I want to put it somewhere else. Or let's say I accidentally delete it, I'll still have a copy of the video and the text on my hard drive. By the way, Virginia, she's a TI. She was actually happy that I did this the other day for Brandon Q's stream. He had a stream and he was like flexing on it with Conspiracy Underground. Like actually flexing their muscles on camera. And he ended up deleting the video. Well, nobody knew that I downloaded both the video and the text, and I saved both. And Virginia was really happy that I saved both. She was able to go through and, you know, see the chat log. So that's what I do in the background there. The internet is just full of data. There's a lot here. Some of the trouble is going through it. If you're on a cell phone, it's actually pretty hard to access a lot of the data. Not because it's hidden from you, but cell phones just don't make good research devices. They just don't. All right, I feel like I should address a little bit of an issue right out of the gate. There's a couple people on the internet, one of them being Alternative Homesteading. Let me open up her channel here real quick. This lady has a big problem with me having a website called chickenkiller.com. And I'm actually going to open up a server right now on my website. Here we go. Voice chat is open. Alright, let me pin that. So that means that you can see right here, my website is caterwall.chickenkiller.com. And for some reason, several people, not just Alternative Homesteading, gets worried about that website, but a lot of people do. For some reason, I don't even understand. I'd like to explain what the fuck that is, and maybe I'll do that another time. But for just right now, I want to show you something. Do you see this computer? This is actually a computer that I have open on my machine right now. If I type in WinVer, you'll see that it's a very old version of Windows. It's actually Windows NT Server 4.0 from 1997. Okay, this is a very old operating system. And you'll see that this is what the logo looks like. This was an actual box that you would go to the store and buy. I'll prove it. So if we go to pictures here and we'll go to Windows NT Server. We'll scroll down to Windows NT Server. Here it is. So this is what the box looks like. Okay. And it was in stores. Windows NT Server. Just like, it's like Windows 95 or whatever. It just has a different function. But it is a full operating system. And then there's Windows Server 2003. Then there's, you know, Windows Server 2003 64-bit. You know, Windows, different versions of Windows. They have different functions than others. Server 2003. But mine's, the one I'm using right now is old. And I have it in a window here. And you'll see that I'm running a server on it. And it's just a website. It's right here. Now, let me open up my browser. Okay? And I'm going to go to, instead of caterwall.chickenkiller.com, I'm going to go to jitsi.freemyip.com. Actually, we're going to go to HTTP. There we go. All right. Now, what do we see here? Oh, Dana Kane blows chimps for money. Wait a minute. That's not chickenkiller.com anymore. It's jitsi.freemyip.com. What happened? That's a different website. Well, it's still my website. It's still my computer. How do you know? Oh, how do you know? Okay, let's open up a window and I'll prove it right now. So you can ping websites, caterwall.chickenkiller.com, right? And you see that it's pinging 24.245.50.246. That's my IP address right now. So when I typed in ping caterwall.chickenkiller.com, it turned out to be this IP address, 24.245.50.246. So let me ping jitsi.freemyip.com. It's the same IP. 24245.245.50.246. It's the same. So I pinged two different domains, caterwall.chickenkiller.com, and I pinged this domain, jitsi.freemyip.com, and they ping to the same, it resolves to the same IP. What the hell is going on? Well, you can ns lookup caterwall.chickenkiller.com, and this works in any version of Windows, by the way. Well, most versions. And you could look up the IP address right in your fucking system here. You don't have to go to a website to do that. You just type in ns lookup and then the IP, and then boom, they both resolve to the same IP. 24. How do I do that? Yeah, that's just called dynamic DNS, DDNS. You can do it yourself right now for free. There's reasons you want to do that. I won't go into it now, but if you want to talk about it, you want to ask me sometime, you can do that. I take questions. You can jump in voice chat right now and we can discuss why I have a weird website like caterwall.chickenkiller.com. It doesn't matter. You should not worry about URL names at all. They're not literal. If I had a website, you know, killeverybody.org, it doesn't mean that I want to kill everybody. It's just a stupid website name. It doesn't matter. So anyway, I'm hosting a website both on caterwall.chickenkiller.com and jitsi.freemyip right now, as you can see. And you can host your own website. And for some reason, this lady, Alternative Homesteading, doesn't like doing that. It's one of the cool things about the internet is you can host your own website so nobody can, you know, silence you, your extreme opinions. So what happens if we go to jitsi.freemyip.com? Not HTTPS, HTTP. There it is. Okay. So, what happens if I shut it down? So I'm going to refresh right now, F5. Okay? I can hit F5 and it's refreshing. You can't see it refresh, but it is refreshing. I'll tell you why. Watch. I will close. I will hit stop right here. Watch. See the stop button right here in the Windows NT? I can hit stop and I'll try refreshing. Wait. I don't think I stopped the right service. Okay. There, it's not connecting anymore. See? It's trying to connect. That, see? Not found. Because I just fucking stopped it. Let's see if I hit play again. There it goes. That's the button. Stop. Refresh. And I can't connect. Okay, then I hit play. Refresh. It works. That's the button right here. This one button turns the website on and off from you accessing it. One button. Right there. One fucking button. This one right here. Stop. Start, play, stop, start, stop, start. Okay, you have full control right here in your little system. I'm gonna hit stop one more time and refresh one more time. That's all I'm doing, and you have the power to turn your website off. You have the power. So let me shut down the system. Actually, let me turn it on one more time, refresh. Then I'm gonna shut down the system. Actually, shut it down. This is pretty cool. There it goes. It's shutting down. Can I refresh the site? Nope, can't access it anymore because I'm shutting it down. Obviously, you can't go to the website if the computer's off. The computer has to be on for you to access it. And that's all the internet is different computers. But I'm going to go into the huge amount of data that we have on the internet and how awesome it is. I was researching some things over the past few days here. And you see all these fucking discs. I'm on different websites here, and I'm looking at all these discs. These are discs from the 90s and 2000s. I don't know, maybe this was before your time, but stuff used to come on CDs. Music, data, VCDs, that means video CDs, movies, all the shit used to come on CDs. Now this is recent memory. This isn't even in the 70s or 60s. This is like the 80s, and you know, up until we still make CDs, but not as many. But these, a lot of these have very interesting programs on them. Not just operating systems like Windows 98 there, but there's also interesting games like that. There's works suites, which allow you to like look at maps and save data and Microsoft Excel. But it goes beyond that even. There's other sorts of applications that you could just download right here. Each disk you're looking at, you can download the disk. As weird as that sounds, you can actually take a CD, put it in your computer, rip it to one file, and then put it on the internet so other people can download that CD. It's the same exact data as the CD has, but you don't have to have a physical disk in your hand. That's one of the things I tried telling a TI not too long ago. I think it was alternative homesteading. I think she said she sent CDs to people in the mail or something like that. And I was like, why? When you could just send them a file on their computer and they can open it. So that's what I do sometimes in my free time. I kind of go to these websites here and look for some classic software. And I actually find some interesting shit that I will show you right now. I'm going to load it up. I have a copy of Microsoft Windows XP from the early 2000s that I keep here, and I just install random crap on it. So I open it occasionally. I made a video the other day with it, but this is pretty cool what I found. I'm going to show you something. So, I think you all remember phone books, right? Yellow phone book. Before the internet, we used phone books to get phone numbers. Alright, so we used to get phone numbers through phone books. We'd find businesses, you know, Chinese food. I remember my dad looking into the phone book for like local Chinese restaurants and stuff. And that's how we got phone numbers. Well, the world really doesn't use these much anymore, do we? It's more like this. It's like a crap heap now. But when the internet started and computers became more and more popular, we started to digitize phone books. One small company or one guy, I can't tell yet, made a program called Phone Disk right here. I'm going to load one of the CDs up that I downloaded. I'll show you what I downloaded. This is fucking cool shit. Other software, Phone Disk. So there's three versions that I found it. There was a business version. This was the Phone Disk Business September 95. It's a big database. It was only one disc though, one CD. Then there was one in 1996, second edition, right here. Here's kind of what it looked like. This is what the disc looked like. Phone Disk Business Pro, Digital Directory Assistance Incorporated. They had a 1-800 number. Data supplied by Database America Companies. I don't know who that is. So anyway, you could purchase that in the online or in the store, I think, and you could put it in your computer and you could get phone numbers and shit. Well, because it's a disc, it's permanent. Like the internet, nobody can delete this data off my hard drive. Right here, it's a disc. Okay? Here's what this disc looked like right here. Okay? Same type of thing. It looks a little different. This one says residential Western States. This one right here says Phone Disk USA East. This is residential East. So you can kind of go through and you can see that they tell you how to get it working and whatever. It's just you put it in your Windows PC and you could check out phone numbers. So sure enough, that's exactly what I did. Let's put it in my system right now. We're putting the disk in right now. We're putting a digital disk in my system. Let's see, how about residential? How about the second edition from 1996? This is Eastern only, so it doesn't have Western or, you know, there it is. It just popped up on the screen. Open. It says copyright 1996. Phone Disk Residential East. So click it and look at this. We have addresses and phone numbers of these people who lived at these addresses in 1996. That would be in the white pages, not the yellow pages, but the white pages. So here's New York, North Carolina. And as you can see the bar, if you look closely on the bar right here, if you watch how much I scroll versus how much the bar doesn't move, watch this shit. So I'm going to scroll down pretty fast. Wait, let me scroll down a little bit. Okay. Alright, you see how fast the names are going? And look at that, bar isn't even moving on the right. There are literally millions of people's information in this one disk. Look at, I'm still scrolling. The bar isn't even moving. It's insane how much data is on this one disk. Look at this. I'll just click a random one. Rachel Abbott, 25 Hillside Avenue, Winstead, Connecticut. Alabama, Tennessee, Kentucky, North Carolina. I wonder if the most targeted citizen is in here somewhere. I wonder, you know, you could type in an address or whatever and see who used to live there all these years ago. So we can type in like, I don't know, what is it, 52 Sutton Drive or whatever? What's her name? Alternative Homesteading. I don't know. But it's pretty cool. I don't know. It's just... This is just crazy to me that you could just download this shit for free. I didn't realize that this software is even out there. So we'll type in like, I don't know, Smith. R Smith. Okay, we got a bunch of R Smiths. Florida, Ohio. Again, this was 96, so these are really outdated. I'm sure a lot of these people aren't even alive anymore. So that's why it's a little depressing for me. I looked up some of my family members and shit, and sure enough, it's in here. And their old addresses and shit. Even my friend's old phone number that I remember to this day was in this list. I couldn't believe it. But you can't find this stuff on the internet anymore. You know, it's like, if you go to like Google and type in, you're not going to find this old shit. Why would you, right? It's useless. It's old data. It doesn't matter anymore. Well, I still think there's a use for it. You know, research purposes. You know, people can have their data deleted off the internet these days now, you know, if they want their personal information removed. Well, you can't do this with this disk. This disk is permanent. You know? So, I don't know, I just think it's kind of cool. Let me open up one more disk just to kind of see. I'm going to open up... I'll open up the businesses from 1995. There. I'm going to hit this little disk sign. Okay. Oops, did I open it? Okay, so it is a business. As you can see right there, it says business in parentheses. DDS. San Bernardino. Accounting and tax. Acoustics, air conditioning. Antenna and satellite, apartments, appliances services, aquatics, aquarium, warehouse. You know, maybe old businesses that aren't even around anymore. Probably a lot of them, actually. Auto service, bakery, candy, carpet cleaning. This is cool shit, man. I like this stuff. You know, I mean, it's just kind of cool to go through crap like this. I don't know. Maybe I'm easily amused or something, but builders. Computers, communications. So what's this? A&B Computers, Talladega, Alabama, Griffin, Georgia. Cool. Michigan, A&B Computer. There's a lot of A&B. A&B Concrete, A&B Construction. Reminds me of Steve Ozell. Did he have a business called like B&B Construction? I think it was B&B. Look at this, A&B Unisex Beauty Shop. Unisex Beauty Shop in 1995. Look at that. And that was in Virginia, of all places, on Main Street. Unisex Beauty Shop. There we go. Well, it doesn't say unigender. It says unisex. So, that's one of the examples I wanted to bring up. Let's close this shit. So, again, let me see if there's any comments here. Does anybody have any questions or... I, a credentialed gang stalker, am grateful for this information. Credentialed? Credentialed gang stalker? There's no such thing as a credentialed gang stalker. Sorry. Come take an interview with me here, right now, live. Okay. Alright, so there's that. There's discs that you can actually download. And I mean thousands of discs. Not just one or two, but again, thousands. And a lot of them contain information like that. Phone numbers, addresses, houses, you know, shit like that. Because a lot of discs were made in the 90s and 2000s. All sorts of topics. I mean, look at this. About animals, airplanes, just Encarta dictionaries, you know, encyclopedias, dictionaries, amazing. But then again, look at this. You can also download these magazines. And let me cover that right now. So I recently downloaded onto my hard drive Linux Journal Magazine. What is that? I've never heard of this before. I found out in a video right here. Let me see if I can open this video real quick. This guy made a video saying...
And the history of Linux Journal is absolutely stellar.
So he made a video 3 years ago saying the Linux Journal has shut down. Well, I'm still new to Linux. I don't know a whole bunch about it. And I was looking for information on Linux and to learn more about it. And I came across that video. And he said Linux Journals was shut down. Linux Journal was a magazine about Linux. And so I ended up finding the actual issues. Like all of them. Look at this shit, dude. Issues right here. Okay. Oh, wait, this one. So I got issue 1. This is issue 1 right here. Let's see what the date is. March 1994, dude. This is what the magazine looked like. It was black and white, it looks like. It was primitive. But somebody, I don't know who, had made a PDF file that I can just download and open right here. Issue 1, March 1994. We continue to see media blurbs. This is the very first things ever written in this magazine, Linux Journal. Talking about Windows NT out of the gate. And IBM OS2. Very old information, but historically interesting. So it was a pretty primitive magazine, it looks like, to begin with. Because Linux, even though Linux is used everywhere these days, I mean, you go to your bank's website, it's probably running on Linux right now. You open your Android phone, it has Linux. It's using Linux. So Linux is everywhere these days, and it's very reliable. It's free. It's open source. So I wanted to learn a little bit more about it, and there was this magazine. I got the year 2007. Let me open May 2007. Here it is. You can see right there. May 2007, the Linux Journal magazine. This is the actual magazine right now on my hard drive that I can just read from start to finish. All of it. Nothing missing at all. But you go to their Linux Journal website right now, you can't get these anymore. They're just gone because it's shut down. So you can't get this information anymore. It's just gone. The only way you can get it now is by people like me who share it, who download it and share it. And you can do this with thousands of magazines, dude, not just Linux Journal. You could download thousands of magazines, and I do that all the time. But this is Linux Journal, and look at this. This is January 2008 issue, and look at how clear it is. It's perfect. It's beautiful. Even if you wanted to highlight some shit, you could highlight stuff. See that? If I'm taking notes and I'm reading this shit, I can just take notes. But I have it. It's all here. And if I want, I could take screenshots of like, oh, hey, check out this. I could say something like, hey guys, check out this awesome article or this awesome mail that was sent in by a reader or something. I could post it right in Discord just like that, and they instantly see what I'm seeing. So that is the beauty of the internet. You could just share data like that instantly. And now I have all of these issues, and I'm going to keep them forever. Let's see one of the latest issues from 2019 right here. This is the second to the last issue right here. This is from July 2019, issue 300. linuxjournal.com. Does that website even work anymore? Let me see. Oh, it does work. Okay, so maybe you can download them. But I don't think it's free, is it? Download PDF. Oh, no, see? It's not letting you download for free. I don't think. It's trying to get you to sign up for some shit or something, I think. But anyway, this shit is available and it's beautiful. And that's just the Linux Journal magazine. Now, that is in itself a shitload of information. Think about how many issues that is, dude. How many gigs is that on my hard drive? It's about 3.5 gigabytes. So that's actually not that much. 3.5 gigs of data. But then there's other interesting shit. Like, let's see. I got Oh, Linux for Dummies. Yeah, that's another, those 4 Dummies books. I got tons of those. I've got Unredacted. What's this? I don't know what the hell Unredacted is.
They saw Staff Sergeants Brian.
Oh, this is a movie. Download it for free. You can download just tons of movies for free too. You can download operating systems. You can download blood, guts, and eyeballs. Just videos everywhere. You can download source codes. I got some WikiLeaks cables right here on my hard drive, which I've never really looked at yet. It's a pretty huge file. I don't even know if it's going to blow my computer up or not, but this is the WikiLeaks cables that were released, I guess, or some part of their cables. I don't even think it's going to load right because it's so big. Oh, yeah, look at this. You see this shit? Recent Brazilian and legislation have indicated final draft legislation. I don't know. Cables. Government stuff, you know, whatever. But it's a huge file. People of Afghanistan, whether they think they're successful. Well, yeah. So this is WikiLeaks shit. I downloaded that too. I mean, this is fucking huge. This is a huge document. Look at that. That's so much goddamn data, dude. In this one file. I'm not going to go read all that shit. I'm sorry. As interesting as I find it, I ain't got time to read that whole thing. Some people will go through that stuff, though. And you have that option because you're on the internet. Let's see. I've got some movies here. I've got Citizen 4, of course. Just, I mean, anything you can think of, you can basically download now, dude. And it's available on the internet. Let me open up my other magazine selection. This is for entertainment. So if you were, you know, when you were a kid and you, whatever you had and whatever you collected, whatever you looked at National Geographic as a kid, well, guess what? You can download every National Geographic magazine right now for free. If you liked video game magazines like I did as a kid, you could just go download them. Don't believe me? Well, look at this. Let's see. You guys remember Nintendo Power. There's got to be somebody out there who's seen Nintendo Power before. Like this right here. Here's a Nintendo Power. The very first issue, right? No, that's not the first issue. This is the first issue from 1988. This is the first issue of Nintendo Power. And it has the wrong version of Mario right on the front. That's not the colors Mario wears. His what's it called? Overalls. His overalls are supposed to be red, and his undershirt has to be blue. His hat is supposed to be red. They got the colors inverted for the little clay model there on the front of the very first issue of Nintendo Power. Well, because it's the internet, you can actually go and download every issue of Nintendo Power. So if you went and looked at these as a kid, you can relive your childhood and go download these and look at them right now. You can even zoom in and just say, yeah, man, I remember that screenshot when I was 5 years old. I remember staring at it and saying, oh, man, that's bitchin'. So that's, again, this is why I love the internet. Look at this. You can just go read articles about Pee Wee Herman in the first issue of Nintendo Power from 1988. There's a section in there with Pee Wee Herman's picture. Isn't that awesome, dude? This is the internet. This is why I love the internet so much, dude. Shit is actually preserved on the internet. And it can be yours to go download. But let me get a little deeper now. So aside from the movies, aside from music, aside from, you know, videos, Please Body Cam, all that kind of stuff, you can go download actual books. You remember, maybe you used to go to the library when you were younger and you would pick up a book and you'd say, man, that's an expensive book. I can't afford that. I really wanted to get Chimpanzee Behavior in the Wild, but it was $75.99 and I couldn't afford it. Well, now you can just go download it because it's the internet. You want to go download Chimpanzee Behavior in the Wild and read more about Nerve Gorilla here? You can. You can do that right now. Look at these high quality pictures, dude. This is one book that I just randomly opened on my hard drive, and it has insane amount of information on chimpanzees, dude. Just like that, in a matter of seconds. Look at these chimps. Are you gonna chimp out? and say, fuck data, I don't like the internet, I use the internet for videos and that's it? Or are you going to be an intellectual and go download some of this stuff? Do you realize how awesome the internet is? This is why I love it so much. Oh, isn't he cute? Oh, look at that little guy. Is that a banana? Well, the pictures are, you know, decent quality. They're not the highest, but if you want to learn about chimps, this is a good start. Chimpanzee. What the hell is this? Press nipple? See, fumble nipple. I've never read anything. I haven't read this one, obviously, but the data, if there's some new topic that you want to learn about, the data's out there. And I hate to be that guy, but if you want to learn stuff, I would not just recommend YouTube only. YouTube is a good place, but it's not the best place to learn shit. Let me move my chat here. So, all right, so we're going to be going a little bit deeper. E.T. Talk. How will we communicate with intelligent life on other worlds? Yes, this is a real book. This was released in 2010, I think. Springer. I mean, that's what Carl Sagan kind of taught me, and he said that in one of his one of the episodes of his TV show Cosmos. He said there are so many books out there, and the average person can only read about 3,000 books in their lifetime. And he said the he said the trick is finding the right books to read. And that's true. There's a lot of fucking data out there, and it's mostly on the internet now. But look at this shit. This is awesome. Oh, that one just that broke actually. This is the Arecibo? Yeah. This is the Arecibo. Huge fucking telescope in the ground there. Look at that. This actually, all these cables broke and it fell and it broke not too long ago. It's gone now. But it was looking for ET, dude. It really was. That radio telescope was looking for extraterrestrial signals out there in space. And a lot of people don't want to pay for that shit. And it's too bad. So this was the famous WOW signal, by the way. We got a weird signal. We never figured out what it was exactly. But yeah, that's SETI. Search for extra... Why don't they write it in English as everybody? What a gibberish. Oh my god. Alright, so there's books that you can download. Food, Security, and Soil Quality. We got Galileo Goes to Jail and Other Myths About Science and Religion. I got GPS for Dummies. I got Hacking the Cable Modem, which was a popular book. None of this shit works anymore. So you could read this book and it'll get you nowhere because it doesn't work this way anymore. They've changed it up. Handbook on Research Digital Libraries. Digital Libraries. I got some books about English. This is a really good book, The Elements of Style. That's actually a really good book. I've went through it. Teaching you how to write properly. Do not use dialect unless your ear is good. Be clear. Do not inject opinion. Use figures of speech sparingly. Do not take shortcuts at the cost of clarity. Avoid foreign languages. Prefer the standard to the offbeat. Use orthodox spelling. Do not explain too much. Do not construct awkward adverbs. Make sure the reader knows who is speaking. Avoid fancy words. So, that's a good book, The Elements of Style. But yeah, you can just download these now. So let's see how much this book would cost right now if I went to Amazon. Let me see. The Elements of Style. $12. Not the most expensive book, right? But $12. That's $12 out of your pocket. How about digital imaging? How about this right here? Adobe Creative Suite 5. Okay? Just for the hell of it, let's look up the price of this book. Adobe Creative Suite 5. Here it is. Is it even on sale anymore? No. Oh, okay. So $9 now. Let's see. Modern cable television technology. Windows, Microsoft step by step. What the fuck is this? Let me see if this is on for sale. Oh yeah, it is right there. How much was it? 27? What the fuck? Look at how expensive these books are. Can you imagine if I were to actually buy each one of these books that I have on my hard drive right now? I'd be homeless, dude. I'd be homeless. But guess what? This is the internet. You can go download all this shit for free, guys. It's beautiful. How could you not fucking like it? I also have a collection of mammals, I think. Is it mammals? It's like Britannica. Yeah, illustrated, right? Yeah, right there. Holy fuck, dude, look at this. Oh my god, I got Britannica Illustrated Science Library, dude. I wonder how expensive this is. Look at this. The universe, right? Here's the contents. What is the universe? Solar system. This is an illustrated book, so that, like, if you actually held this in your hand, it'd be pretty fucking heavy, dude. I mean, look at this detail. This is really great, especially for younger people who need... is that the universe giving me the finger? I think that's the universe giving me the middle finger. Well, fuck you, E.T. Fuck you, too. But yeah, that's the... ETA Carni Nebula. That's a stellar nursery. That's where stars are born. One of the many places where stars are born. And this Encyclopedia Britannica, I think it is, or Britannica Illustrated Science Library, I think this would be pretty expensive. Let's look it up. Oh my god. Here we go. That's only one, though. That's only the first one, the universe. $7.25 for one of the books. Then we got Rocks and Minerals, which you can go through and check out. It's not too wordy, you know. There's not a lot of words in it. It's a lot of pictures, which is why it's called illustrated. I've always liked illustrated shit, I guess, but I also like to read. You know, I like both. I'm better at pictures and video because my mind is not very great at creating images when somebody's trying to explain something to me. Hey, look at that. There's a car. So this is really cool, especially for young kids, right? If I had a kid, I'd want to put this on the computer for them so they can open it up and check out volcanoes and shit, you know, with just a click of a fucking mouse. Or weather and climate. Here we go. You know, you can learn about how all this shit works, you know, using mostly pictures. It's pretty cool. But aside from having all these books, you also have another layer of information, which a lot of people don't even know about on the internet. And honestly, I didn't even know about this until recently. There's not only books, but papers, scientific journals, real data. Now, scientific journals are different than books. They're not the same. When you read a news story saying scientists find cure for cancer, if you read the article, it actually links to a scientific paper. And they almost never show you the actual scientific paper because they want to break it down easily for the general public. Because the papers can get a little complex. And I've been downloading tons of them lately. And I downloaded a journal here called Computer. And this is what it looks like on a website. I'll link it to you right now. This is right here. Okay. Now, we're going to get into called just Computer. It's simply called Computer. What is it? This the description says survey and tutorial articles covering a broad range of computer hardware, software, and system design and application. Regular departments present hot topics, product reviews and announcement, media reviews, and professional news and media calendars. You'll see that the first volume started before 1970. And I believe it's even still going on today, 2020 down here. So I decided to click somewhere in the middle around 95, 96. You can see, if you can kind of see, it's purple instead of blue. Purple means I clicked it. Blue means I haven't clicked it yet. That's a little hard to see maybe on the screen right now, but I downloaded a lot of these journals. What do they look like? What happens when you click like 1996, the first one? Well, it looks like this. And what you'll see is that it has, importantly, a DOI number. This is related to scientific articles only. And why I like DOI numbers is like a reference website. Like when you go to that DOI, you'll actually find the article. Even if it's 20 or 30, 40 years old, you'll find it. Because the internet has this whole section having to do with scientific research that doesn't disappear like websites like Fox News and shit. Articles that I've saved just in the past 3 years are gone now. Articles on George Floyd that I tried to re-click again that I went to before, they're just gone. They just get deleted randomly. I don't know why. Websites change, things change, and you can't access it anymore. But the thing about scientific journals like this, they got this DOI number. And that is basically a guarantee that you're going to find the article on the internet because it doesn't seem to disappear, which is awesome. So let's type in this DOI number on scholar.google.com. I don't know if it'll work, but we'll see. Yeah, there it is. I just typed in that number and look at it, the exact article came up. That was from right here. Computer business or monopoly. And there it is on Google Scholar's website. Google Scholar is like google.com, but it's only for scientific papers like this. And the thing I learned about scientific papers is that they're more reliable than just general news articles, websites, because they're less about opinion and more about facts. And that's why I like it so much. So let's click this article and see what happens. This is the DOI number. That DOI number brings me to this website, and it's still up. So let me type it out so you see it. DOI number. And I will pay. The DOI usually starts with a 10, like a 10 dot whatever. That's the DOI. I forgot what DOI stands for, but it led me to this, which is the official website or the official location of that paper now. And so if we hit PDF, it says full access may be available. To access full text, please use your institutional or member sign-in. But then there's this purchase button. And it wants to charge me $33 to download this one PDF file. Because, before you get angry, these scientific journals and papers and research tend to be on PDF files. PDF is a lot bigger than I ever originally imagined. I've always used PDF files over the years to read certain documents, but I didn't realize how basically everybody in the research field uses PDF files. So you got to have a good PDF reader on your computer if you're going to download these. But am I going to pay $33 right now to download this article? No, I'm not. No, I'm not at all. So I'm going to take that DOI number we were talking about, okay? And I'm going to open up another website called scihub.com or scihub.se. Okay, I'll paste it here in chat. See that? I'm going to take the DOI number and I'm going to paste it into Sci-Hub. What is Sci-Hub? Sci-Hub is a website by a Russian woman. Let's see if I got a picture of her. Here she is. Hi. My name is Alexandra Alebela. I am the person behind this website. On this page, you can find information about me and why I created Sci-Hub. So, Sci-Hub is technically illegal. This website that we're looking at right now is technically illegal because if you paste that DOI number right there and then hit open, you now have access to the fucking the PDF file that they just tried to charge me $33 for. They just tried to charge my ass $33 to download this one PDF. Well, I'm not going to pay 33 bucks for a fucking file. I'm going to go to Sci-Hub. I'm going to paste the DOI number, and I'm going to hit this little download button, and I'm going to save it to my hard drive right now. Okay, and then I'm going to open it. Now I have it on my hard drive right now. This is the file. And it's only 3 pages long. It's 3 pages, and they try to charge you $33 for this. Here it is. And it's pretty old, too. This is from, let's see if there's a... Holy shit, do you see that email address? lewis@cs.nps.navy.mil. That's a military email address. But this is from January 1996, and they're trying to charge me $33 for 3 pages. That's why Sci-Hub exists. This decent fucking person. Yes, she's Russian, but she's a decent person. She collected and had help collecting all these PDF files in research, scientific research, and she made them available for free to everybody. Do you understand? This is a whole part of the internet I didn't even realize existed until recently. And she's great. And everybody who works on this site is fucking great. They make this knowledge, right there, knowledge as a human right. Part of the reason that nobody gives a shit that it's technically illegal is because our tax dollars in the US pays for this research. A lot of it, not all of it, but some of it. Your taxes are going towards some of these grants that we give scientists to do research on everything. Anything you can think of. There's been research on it. That's why I love this part of the internet that I recently, partially thanks to TIs, targeted individuals, that I came across. So, I can download and read that article. Great. So that's what I did. I went and I downloaded a lot of those computer articles and ones that I thought looked interesting. And here's a couple that I saved. These are, from 2001. Here's one of the topics. Cyber privacy in the new millennium. This was from, I believe it was January 2001. And I thought it was interesting enough to download all this stuff. It talks about Linux here. It's historical, and it's also very informative too. Computer science for the many. That's another article I downloaded. It looks like a magazine, but it's not really a magazine. And that's the weird thing that's kind of hard to explain, because I'm still kind of new to it myself. Computer journal. I don't know if there's a... The computer journal, peer-reviewed journal. Is this it? The computer journal is a peer-reviewed... I don't know if this is the same one. Journal called Computer. I don't know if this is the same one or not. Anyway, I guess it doesn't really matter, does it? Oh, right here. This is the journal right here. There it is. I'm on IEEE Explore, Journals and Magazines, Computer. About Center, Author Center, Editor-in-Chief, current issue. So, what's this? Front cover. So this says freely available. So let's click it and let me hit export. So that should be a PDF file, right? Or no, it's a CSV for some reason. Why is that a CSV? What the fuck is this? Okay, so they linked me the PDF in the CSV. Anyway, this is the front cover, I guess, of the current issue. So this is called just Computer. Trustworthy AI, Part 1. Now, again, I like this kind of shit because, again, it's very fucking informative. This is the stuff where patents come from. You guys know what patents are, right? So if I type in Windows NT in this search here, and then I searched by most cited by patents, okay? I just searched scientific journal, one scientific journal for Windows NT, the operating system, and I sorted by most cited by patents. And if you scroll down here, you'll see which paper, and it looks like this one right here, generated the most patents. You know what a patent is, right? This one paper generated 114 patents. So there's something significant about this paper that inspired people to want to actually go out and make some patents out of it. And also from this one paper, it generated 8 subsequent papers. So later on, when people did more research, they cited this original paper right here and gave this paper credit. That's what citations are. So let me see this paper right here and see what's so interesting about it, how it generated 114 patents. Let's see if I'll be able to understand anything in it. Okay, they're trying to sell it to me again. How much? How much? 33 bucks again. Fuck you. How about free? So let's take the DOI number. We'll go back to Sci-Hub. We'll paste it in. And we'll open it for free. Thank you. Thank you. So we'll save it here. And we're going to open it up on my hard drive and see how this one paper could have generated 114 patents. Let's see if there's a date on this. At the very bottom, it usually has a date. Oh, it's sometime in 2002. So what do they talk about in this paper? Corruption or disclosure of sensitive user documents can be among the most lasting and costly effects of malicious software attacks. Many malicious programs specifically target files that are likely to contain important user data. Researchers have approached this problem by developing techniques for restricting access to resources on an application-by-application basis. These so-called sandbox environments, I've never read this by the way, though effective, are cumbersome and difficult to use. In this paper, we present a prototype Windows NT/2000 tool that addresses malicious software threats to user data by extending the existing set of file access permissions. Oh, that's kind of cool. Management and configuration options make the tool unobtrusive and easy to use. We have conducted preliminary experiments to access the usability of the tool and to evaluate the effects and improvements we have made. Our work has produced an intuitive, data-centric method of protecting valuable documents that provides an additional layer of defense beyond existing antivirus solutions. So do you see this? These researchers do actual fucking work, valuable work, behind the scenes that you have no idea about. You average people walking around on the planet, you don't even know how many people are doing shit like this. Amazing work, dude. People who create patents, you know, and people who do research, they work together. Like a group of people will release an amazing paper that does something. They find some new information or they find a solution to a problem, and then that generates further papers and research or patents or both. And you can actually go read the patents by clicking that link. You can read all the patents right here. Patent office and shit. There's the patent number. Malicious program identified based on program behavior. This guy right here made that patent. Malicious mobile code running rollback feature. These are patents, I think. Isn't that crazy? You can just click the patent and read it. Just like that. So this is the real fucking work that you guys never hear about on the media, on the news. You don't hear about this shit. You don't, because it's boring to most people. Look at how many people are already bailing out of my stream. It's boring to people. They hate learning. They hate understanding the world. I don't fucking get humans. The information is all here, right now, available for you to download for free. And what do? You want to go watch some guy puking in the street. You want to see somebody lighting his own farts. That's fun to you. You're not interested in intellectual observations or endeavors. You're interested in fucking, you know, just Dumb and Dumber. And that's fine. I mean, I understand. I have fun too. I like to laugh just as much as the next guy. But I also want to understand the world that I live in, dude. And this is a very important way to do it that nobody seems to talk about. Who? Which person on YouTube has talked about these scientific papers besides me that you know about? Nobody. Nobody teaches you how to download these scientific papers for free like I just fucking did. I mean, there are people out there who do. I'm not trying to take credit from anybody. I'm not saying I'm doing anything unique here. But it's boring to most people. This shit, reading and education is boring to most people. They see a wall of text like this and they, the car lights start lighting up and they mysteriously got to go back home, right? That's fine. I understand that. But I still think it's important to know how to research. And most people don't. It's one of the reasons I just made the video that I made. I wanted to show some of the things that can benefit your everyday life from just a little bit of research, understanding how people figure things out. And this is one way we do it. But this is not publicized. I mean, you can find out about it. There are people talking about it, but not many. There's actually a whole subreddit on r scholar on Reddit. Okay, here's Reddit, and I go here sometimes. Now let me tell you about r scholar. If you look closely on the top left, this is a subreddit called Scholar. Now the people here aren't necessarily scholars. What people do when they come to this subreddit is they request articles. You can see it says requesting, 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 requesting. What are they requesting? These are possibly other researchers or possibly people like me who are just curious, who went to Sci-Hub or other places and typed in a DOI number and it wasn't available. Now that happens a lot because a lot of the things people are requesting on this subreddit are really new. Like, okay, let me click this one. Small molecule interactome mapping by photo affinity labeling reveals binding site hotspots for the NSAIDs, okay? So I click the DOI number. As you can see, there's a DOI number right there. He's linking the source, right? So I'm going to click it and see what it links to. All right, so it links to a document from 2018, I think. And if I copy this DOI number and paste it into Sci-Hub, does it work? Oh, they do have it. So why the fuck is he requesting it? Yeah, it's right here. So he doesn't need to request if it's on Sci-Hub. Let me reply. I'm going to reply to him right now. So I'm just going to link the Sci-Hub link if I can. And that's what's nice about it. Like, if he's got the DOI number right here. Is that the right one? Yeah, that's exactly the same one. If he's got the DOI number, he can go search right here on Sci-Hub. And it'll pop up if it's there. But most don't. I mean, the only reason they're requesting on this subreddit is generally because it's not actually on Sci-Hub. All right, let's click this one. Pancreatic cancer, changing epidemiology and new approaches, risk assessment, blah, blah, blah. So they link the DOI number. Let me go click it and let me go see. I'm going to copy this DOI number and see if it's here. Okay, so there's the abstract. The paper's only available as a PDF. Download it here. Oh, okay. Yep, see, they want money again. 24-hour access. Subscribe. Fuck you. Let me try Sci-Hub again one more time and see if it's here. And it's not. See? It's not here. Sci-Hub doesn't have this document. All right, so that's one of the reasons that people request things here on Reddit is because, believe it or not, there are nice people out there who actually are either in college or they work in the field, or I don't know all the answers about how a lot of these people get access to them. But believe it or not, a lot of people have access to these documents that others don't, that companies like are trying to charge for. So can we download this one here? Yeah. Access through your institution. So I guess it says search for your institution. So I guess some colleges and shit have exclusive access to a lot of this research material. It shouldn't be like that. A lot of people agree and argue that this data should be publicly available to everybody, not just certain organizations, not just certain colleges. Like, what the fuck is Estonia here? You know, whatever. If you work for that company, you'll have access to this journal or this data. Because there's lots of different data out there, lots of different journals. Some are more credible than others. I'm sure you heard the the New England Journal of Medicine. That's a highly established, highly credible journal that many people work their asses off, work in a career to try to get published to, because it's such a valued and respected journal, the New England Journal of Medicine. So again, not everything's publicly available, but the stuff that isn't, and if you want to see the article, you can request it here on Reddit. That's one way to do it. And some people actually fill the request. Like this, 9 hours ago, this guy requested an article right here. Here's the DOI number. Let me paste that in Sci-Hub first to see if they have it. Nope, they don't have it. Part of the reason they probably don't have it is because generally Sci-Hub doesn't have everything, but a lot of stuff is really new. Like, see, this is from December 2022. So this was just a couple months ago. This article right here is called, I don't even know how to pronounce that, based blah, blah, blah machine. So again, they want $30 for you, or $32 for you to buy this one article. Well, somebody filled it. If you scroll down, this guy 5 hours ago filled it. So here you go, you click this, and I do this all the time. I just go download these because, man, they're valuable to me. This is on the cusp information right here. Whatever they're talking about, whether it's like medicine or computers or even AI shit, AI related shit, artificial intelligence, chat GPT. I mean, people request the documents and I get my hands on it. So here it is. What they just tried to charge me, $32 for this brand new article from December 2022, I just got for free thanks to that one guy. Did you see that one guy? This guy's the hero right here. This guy, he's a hero. He somehow had access to it and he just gave it, he just shared it with everybody. This guy right here. He deserves credit, dude. Or actually, he's the one that requested it. He said he managed to get it, so he uploaded it and shared it. There you go. And now I have it. I'm not paying 30 fucking bucks. I got it for free right here. And even though I don't know what the fuck they're talking about here, I can look at it. See, look at this shit. Do you think you guys understand this crap? Because I don't. This is like medicine shit. This is medical related. I'm not in the field, but I can download this shit and try to understand it. You know what I'm saying? This shit is available. It's not hidden from the public. This is the Nature, by the way. Nature is also a very established and credible journal. You've heard Nature before. Everybody's heard of just that journal Nature. Look at this shit. These are where some of the smartest people fucking publish their data to. This is science right here. Smartest people. Do you think that anti-vaxxers would want to fucking go toe-to-toe with somebody like this who publishes shit about vaccines? No, they wouldn't want to go toe-to-toe with them because it requires a lot of fucking work to get to this point where you're publishing on the cusp information of science and progress. You got to be really fucking smart to pull something like this off and release this fucking data to get published in a journal like Nature and have your information disseminated to the intelligent public, the intelligent research public. So even though I don't know what the fuck they're talking about, I can just download this for free, and so can you. On your computer, even on your cell phone if you want. That's one of the things I try to teach Virginia, who, by the way, didn't end up calling me again, or didn't end up getting in voice, because she, like every TI, is, I don't know, just has an aversion to voice communication for some reason. But just look at the topics of some of these data requests links here. Look at this shit. Do you know what the fuck is even going on? Psychedelics promote neuroplasticity through the activation of intracellular 5-HT2A receptors, blah, 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 blah. That's an actual article that was published. Science. It doesn't necessarily mean that the data is true. When a paper is published like this, again, it doesn't mean automatically that it's verified, because science is disseminating the data. They're just showing the data that they got. That's why I like these articles more than websites, because websites always inject their opinions and they always have some sort of biased leaning towards one way or another, but not science generally. So you'd take this DOI number, and I'm going to try Sci-Hub again. Probably not going to be here. Nope, it's not there. Because most people check Sci-Hub before they request a document. But this is the Journal of Science, I believe. And it's talking about psychedelics, dude. Psychedelic compounds promote cortical, structural, and functional neuroplasticity through the activation of serotonin 2A receptors. So they found some new interesting information, and they wanted to share it. That's kind of science, you know? And then people can disprove their findings by, conducting the experiments the same way to see if it verifies, or if they get a different reaction, or if they get a different result to whatever they found here. Neuroplasticity. So that's pretty interesting. But just look at some of these things. Bidirectional mapping between the symbolic number system and the approximate number system. Difference in connections to a lot of brain stuff here too, by the way. If you really think that people are shooting these EMF radiations at you, go read some of these fucking documents, you motherfuckers, and realize it isn't fucking possible. That you goddamn assholes are making shit up. If it's fucking true, prove it. Get your ass published in a real, credible, scientific journal and show your fucking results. But TIs, conspiracy theorists, none of these cocksuckers would ever conduct an experiment, let alone get it published, let alone fucking be shown to be right. Because they can't do any of that. You just talk. It's not good enough. You need to publish data. Where are your papers published on your claim that your body could receive EMF and you could detect whether or not it's on or off? Prove that you can do that, and you might win a Nobel Prize. Because you'll be showing something the world has never seen before, you fucking cocksuckers. I'm sorry, I don't mean to get pissed, but you guys just don't understand how much research is actually done behind the scenes. And a lot of this shit isn't even pro-right wing or pro-left wing or anything stupid like that. These people that publish papers aren't all pro-pharmaceuticals. Pro this or pro that. It's more objective than that. If you read any of these papers, you go through them, you can see. Let me go through my medical folder. I have a whole medical folder that I downloaded. I'm going to go to my scientific papers. I have a folder here called medical. Okay. I have some papers on anosognosia. I have stuff on gunshot wounds, ADHD, vaccines. Let me look at the vaccines folder. Vaccine safety myths and misinformation. This was published in Frontiers in Microbiology, March 2020, Volume 11, Article 372. Scientific information right here. Have you guys read this? No? No, you anti-vaxxers don't read this fucking shit. You don't look at any of this shit. This is actual scientific data here. Do vaccines cause autism? The speculated link between measles, mumps, rubella vaccine, MMR, and autism spectrum disorder has long, complicated history. Blah, blah, blah. They cite their sources right here. Wakefield, that's a source. You want to read this? What's the DOI number on this? If I give you the DOI number, can you figure out how to download this document? There's the DOI number right there. If I give you this DOI number, let's see if you can do it. And let me give the name of the article, Vaccine Safety, Myths and Misinformation. Article title. See if you can find the PDF. I'll give you a hint. So if you don't have the PDF and all you find is the title, what I would do, I would take the title and I would search in scholar.google.com. I'd post the title just like that. And look at that. The first one that comes up. That's it. You click it and you can see that it is on Frontiers in Microbiology website. Let's see. Let me hit download article. Download PDF. And, oh, it's free. It's just available for free. There it is. I'll give you the link. It doesn't cost money. It's free. That one doesn't cost money, but again, some do. Remember, not all... Look at this, downloaded 37,000 times. That's actually kind of a lot, don't you think? Don't you think that's actually a lot of people downloading one scientific article? I mean, this shit is available on the internet for free, dude. This is beautiful. And it's not just... They don't just make shit up. They actually do experiments. And I love this shit. So if you want to read about vaccines, you want to read about... It's not just about text either. They do deeper research than that. Let me look at COVID here. Journal Pre-Proof, Neurobiology of Long COVID. This was 2022. Okay. Oh, this looks like a... I don't think this is finalized. This seems to be like a... See the pre-proof background there? I don't think this has been approved yet. Doesn't mean it's bad, but it just hasn't been approved yet. Here's another one. Incidence and duration of self-reported hearing loss and tinnitus in a cohort of COVID-19 patients with sudden chemosensory loss, a strobe observational study. See this shit? They do this shit without you even knowing about it, dude. You think that humans just all work at Taco Bell? No. You don't realize how much fucking work is actually done, especially in the medical field. Do you know how many eyeballs are looking at this shit every day? Not just in the US, but other countries as well. When a group of scientists, like right here, like these people, when they publish a study like this, and this is the title of the study, and they publish this, everybody in the world can instantly see it. Even if you're on the other side of the planet. They're looking at this shit. They're not contacting MSNBC or CNN or anything stupid like that. They were doing this shit. That's one of the reasons the internet was actually made, dude. The ARPANET. It was so scientists and researchers could communicate better with each other. So what you're looking at right now is basically one of the reasons you even have the internet these days. Because these people that were doing research that they always do, they don't talk to the public about it generally. They needed the internet to be able to disseminate this faster and find answers quicker and work together more efficiently. What do you think the internet was created for? So you can go look at YouTube videos of a guy lighting his own fart? I mean, that might be some of it, but that came later. This was one of the original reasons, dude. So researchers, data analysis people, geeks, basically, could share their information and findings even faster. Even before the internet. I mean, when Charles Darwin was disseminating his findings back then, people found out really quick even back then before the internet. So it's just another way to communicate. And it's again, I feel some shame that I did not know about all this shit because I wasn't really into reading scientific articles like this until recently. I was getting really sick of targeted individuals making all these fucking claims about EMF and crap. So I downloaded some shit about EMF and the immune system. And look at this. Do you think you can understand? This is the physical wiring diagram for the human immune system. This was published in June of 2022. It's a scientific article. Here are the scientists that worked on it. Okay? Some of these articles, by the way, win Nobel Prizes. Okay? So if you publish something, amazing research that finds solutions to like medical problems or, you know, all the kind of problems we have in the world. If you are on the cusp of discovery and you find some solution to AIDS or cure for cancer, whatever, you make shit like this, you could actually not just win regular awards, but like some of the highest awards in science, like the Nobel Prize. So that's part of the reason people do this shit. They don't just do it for recognition, but they do it because they care about helping people. They want people to live better and healthier lives. They don't want to keep people sick. I'm sick of people who say shit like that. Like the whole medical industry and field is fucking full of evil demons and shit that just want to hurt you. You fucking cocksuckers. Do you even read these goddamn articles? Look at this shit. Do you think you can understand this shit? Fuck you. How dare you say that shit about our medical field? You don't know the fucking first of it, let alone the half of it. Could you do any of this shit? No, you couldn't. You fucking retards. You don't realize and you don't fucking appreciate and respect the people who do the fucking kind of work to make sure that we humans stay alive and don't let viruses win. You fucking cocksuckers. None of you guys ever look at this shit. Every conspiracy theorist I've ever talked to has been an absolute retard. Absolute retard. They never do research like this. They don't even know how to download a PDF file, let alone read one. They don't realize how many people are working on this shit in the background. Look at that. And they shared their information. They're not keeping anything secret. This shit is publicly available, dude. And you can just download it for free right now. Jumping to conclusions. One of the things I was kind of studying about targeted individuals. Talking about delusional people jumping to conclusions so fucking quickly. So I use these articles to research some of the way they were behaving. What's this? Demon possession? Oh, man. Mental health, religion, and culture. Title of this article: Deliverance, Demonic Possession, and Mental Illness. Some considerations for mental health professionals. This paper outlines an unconventional treatment for mental illness, the exorcism or deliverance ritual used by Pentecostals and some other charismatic Christians. Sorry, dude. You can't exorcise demons out of people. Sometimes they try to use science to push their religious views, and this is probably one of them. Exorcism or deliverance ritual? Sorry, that doesn't fucking work, man. Frequency. Hey, look at this. I got fucking articles on frequency. Time frequency dynamics of resting state brain connectivity measured with fMRI. 2010 neuroimage. NIH public access. Have you ever downloaded do you understand any of this stuff? No, you don't. These people do. They know what the fuck they're looking at. They know exactly what's going on. They study this shit day in and day out. In fact, before public concerns even come up, chances are it's already been studied in these scientific articles. So if you think you're onto some new shit, you're probably not. It's already probably been studied and already talked about by several scientists across the fucking world, especially about vaccine safety or potential side effects or issues. You guys weren't coming up with that shit first. What's extremely low frequency electromagnetic fields that modulate expression of inducible nitric oxide synthase. Potential therapeutic effects in wound healing. Potential. So this could actually lead somewhere. Somebody could make a paper like this. Someone else in another country says, oh shit, you know what? He's onto something. Let's try the experiment. And they tried it. It fucking works. Patients start showing improvements and things like that. It starts to become established. They're like, fuck, dude. There's this new treatment for this new problem or whatever. And they find a solution for it. And the information gets out very fucking fast. You guys don't understand how fast these people work. It doesn't take all that long to publish a paper. Again, the paper doesn't even have to necessarily be accurate. There are some rules and limitations on publishing papers. But, again, that's one of the reasons they're peer-reviewed. But this is a whole part of the internet, like I said, which I had no idea about, and I have downloaded gigs and gigs and gigs of these. Again, these aren't books. These are articles. They're generally pretty short. And let me show you one of the most interesting articles I came across so far. It has to do with astronomy. So let me go up to astronomy. Let me see if I can remember the name of it. Ooh, look at that. Oh, this is the Hubble Ultra Deep Field paper. Fuck yeah, dude. This is a historic one right here. Okay, let's see. Wait a minute. Where the fuck is the tab star? Oh, here it is. I got it. It's called Where's the Flux? Let me put that in the astronomy folder. Alright, so here it is. Let me see if there's a DOI number attached to this. Here it is. DOI number right here. See that? Again, the DOI number is one of the coolest things about what I like about these papers. There was a scholarly article from the beginning of the panic from France. It showed that cigarette smokers were less likely to have COVID than non-cigarette smokers. I don't know the name of the article and I can't find it. Okay, so hold on. If you can't find it, let's type this in. We'll go to Google Scholar and we'll type in smoker. Probably. I'm thinking that's the word. Less likely COVID. So you said it beginning of the pandemic. So let me search from 2000, actually do 2019 to, or, well, it was 2020, 2021. Let's see. What's this one? Negative vaccine attitudes and intentions to vaccinate against COVID-19 in relation to smoking status. A population survey of UK adults. Smoking and risk of COVID-19 hospitalization. So you said it was France? How would you know it's France? I don't... Maybe they mentioned France in the article, maybe? Determinants of preventive behaviors in response to the COVID-19 pandemic in France. Comparing la la la. So do you recognize any of these words? More successful in France, COVID-19 made COVID-19 as very severe, if infected, were significantly less likely to refuse. French National Hospitalization Database. It is a paradox in COVID-19. Well, I'm probably going to need a little bit more information unless you recognize any of these here. If you go to Google Scholar and you type in the right words, you can find the articles. It was pre-vaccine. Well, first of all, can you hop in? Do you want to hop in voice chat and have me search for some things, or you could try Google Scholar yourself. So the main thing that you're going to need is that you're going to need, if you search Google Scholar is one place. I mean, it's a pretty good place to search scientific articles since it seems to cover the majority of journals. It seems to cover the majority of journals. Probably not all, but a lot of them it does. So that would be the first place I would check, because you can search pretty well by certain words. And as you can see, I'm using quotation marks like that. So that basically means absolute. You're looking for those words only. Let me type in more likely. Well, I can look at the first article that comes up. It's probably not going to be the one you're talking about, but let me, oh, this is a free article here. So we'll just download this real quick and look at it. Let's see, medical. COVID. Okay, I'm going to put it in my COVID folder here. Open that up. France. Oh, wait a minute. Is that the only... Okay, so this is a sample of the French population. The participants were drawn from a larger internet consumer panel where recruitment was stratified to generate a socio-demographically representative sample of the French adult population. Overall, the results show a very high rate of compliance with the behavioral recommendations among the participants. A hierarchical regression analysis was then performed to assess a potential explanatory power of these approaches in complying with these recommendations by successfully entering sociocultural factors. So basically, when you're reading a new paper for the first time, it might be best to jump to the end. As weird as that sounds, you want to read the conclusion before you read the rest of the paper, because you don't want to waste your time, right? So to conclude, congruent with the results of the international studies conducted during the same period, our study show that the French population exhibited a high rate of compliance with the public health recommended. See what I mean? Look at, they took all this time to research compliance of regular people in France. Just the compliance. I mean, it's not just, they're not just asking you and then just, you know, posting. They're doing, look at, they're doing a lot deeper research than you think. Look at this. It's very specific and very data driven, dude. This is awesome. It doesn't necessarily mean, but it is interesting. I mean, this is one way we get information about how humans work, how the world works. They're doing research on everything. That's one of the great things. I mean, look at this. All this time, and also they just wanted to see the compliance rate of people in France having to do with the recommendations by whoever. By the government, I guess. And see how resistant they are. I mean, what good is that information to you? Probably no good at all. You're probably not interested in the compliance rate of people in France during, you know, the COVID lockdown. But to people who are studying humans and human behavior in different countries, this might be a very valuable paper. But the fact is, they do this shit all the time. And they don't mention all these papers on the news or YouTube. So you don't know about this shit. Most people don't give a shit about all the work that's actually going on behind the scenes that you can go download right now on the internet for free. Most people don't give a shit. And I wish they did, because they appreciate how much work is actually going on and how much work is done Even benign. I'll show you something funny, dude. You want to see something funny? When I first came across these journals, I was looking up bear spray. Oh shit. I don't know where the fuck it is now. Papers are becoming less disruptive over time. Dispersal. I just downloaded a whole bunch of. Oh, here we go. Brown bear attacks on humans, a worldwide perspective. So I want to make a folder actually called bear spray. Because some of these papers, science misinformation. Let's see. Oh, here we go. Efficacy of bear spray. Dude, okay. So you might think it's a waste of money, okay? And maybe it is. But I like the stuff. I like that they actually took the time to make a paper called Efficacy of Bear Deterrent Spray in Alaska. Dude, can you believe, I swear to God, this is real. These people, I don't know if how credible they are, if they, wildlife sciences program, so environmental science program, whatever. They wanted to answer the question. It actually has a DOI number right there. They wanted to find the efficacy of bear spray deterrent. And they took the time, they did the work, and look at this shit. They talk about incidents of bear attacks, black bears, total. And there's the years. And look at this, look, just by the years, looks like bear attacks, I don't know. Some of them are going up. Black bears, single bears with cubs, brown bears, successful deterrence. Return after spraying. That means you spray it and it comes back again. Behavior before spraying. You know? Just interesting shit. Oh, what were they doing? Here, frequency of occurrence. So this is interesting information. Photography, stalking bears, sport fishing, working, intent, which is more. At home or cabin, bear management, or hiking. Look at this. Hiking is way up there. So your frequency of finding a bear while hiking seems to be pretty high in Alaska. But if you're just doing photography, maybe not so high. You know, again, you could take this info or you could leave it, whatever. But they put the information out there. Also, they did other ones. That wasn't the only one. There was a lot more, man. I was trying to fucking find it. I downloaded so many. I haven't actually sorted all of them yet. Here's bear spray right there. Another one. Look at that. I got 3 papers on bear spray. Look at this. They actually went through and did a study. Like, they're using bear spray. Now, this one is about an investigation of factors influencing bear spray performance. I think these are some of the same people. But, modified nozzle. So, they talk about how many meters the spray nozzle right here. Shh. Goes about 7 meters. It seems like it's about the furthest. Look at this. And they talk about the temperature. Spray plume dispersion as a function of temperature. The left image is of bear spray chilled to negative 23°C. The center image is the bear spray chilled to negative 17°C. And the right image is the bear spray at 18°C. So just the difference of temperature and spray distance, I guess. But they went and did this shit, and I fucking highlighted some shit at the end here. Person proficient in the use of firearms as compared to those who are not have a decided advantage in an aggressive bear counter. Conversely, in nearly all instances of aggressive black, brown, and polar bear encounters, bear spray has proven to be an effective deterrent. Additionally, bear spray has never killed a person or a bear. Well, yeah. Even for those carrying firearms, bear spray may prove useful given its ready availability, can always be on the hip or in a holster, rapid deployment, ease of use, and non-lethal effect. For this reason, we recommend that bear spray have a place in everyone's bear deterrent toolkit. Yeah, maybe. But I really, from what I've read though, aside from this study, people who have had bear spray and used it on an extremely aggressive bear have actually completely were unaffected by the bear spray. There's a case that there's a guy on YouTube who started recording himself. I'll show you real quick. Let's see. Man, bear attack, bear spray. Let me see if I can find the video. Oh god, I'm not gonna find it because I'm blocking so many channels, dude. Yep, I'm blocking too many channels. Let me search on my second account. Here it is. I think this is him. Yeah, this guy right here. But let me find the right video. Where is it? Hold on a second. I'm gonna search my Discord. Bear spray. Okay, fuck bear spray, I said. Is the video gone? Here's a picture of weapon. Here's a 9mm, 45 ACP, 40 Smith & Wesson, 357 Magnum, and 10mm. 10mm just blows it up. Anyway, sorry, I'm getting distracted here. Shit. Where the fuck did I link that video? Going to get some bear mace spray. I don't want Chinese spray. Where the hell? Oh, I linked some of the fucking studies about bear spray. Where's the fucking guy who got all chewed up, dude? Now I'm pissed. Efficacy of bear spray. Fuck. Oh well, I guess I can't fucking find it. Don't ask. Just don't even ask. Man mauled by bear. Maybe that'll be better. He was interviewed with a bloody fucking face. God damn it. Here it is. I think this is it.
About 80.
Yeah.
Grizzly bear twice. What a gruesome image. This guy's face, a bloody mess, after being attacked by a grizzly bear twice.
Just had a grizzly with 2 cubs come at me from about 80 yards.
Oh, fuck that
The
shit!
attack sounds just like the terrifying scene in The Revenant when Leonardo DiCaprio is mauled by a
Fuck
grizzly
that shit, dude.
twice also. Todd Orr was on an early morning hike in Montana when he encountered a protective mama bear.
I sprayed the out of her with bear spray, and then I went on my face and protected the back of my neck. She got my head good. I don't know what's under my hat.
The 50-year-old adventurer showed off his gruesome injuries on his Facebook page.
My ear, my arm, and then my shoulder. It's ripped up. I think my arm's broke.
Naturalist David Mizejewski is with the National...
So anyway, I watched that video and I said, you know what? Bear spray's not good enough, dude. So I looked up the studies too, just to see. And again, in the studies, they're kind of saying it's somewhat effective, whatever. But again, I don't trust it, dude. I'd rather have a 10mm handgun with me, which I will always have when I'm hiking. Applies to other forms of compliance. So yeah, I just, it's not just books that I download, again, all sorts of shit. Look at this, I got documents on the Chicxulub crater, dude. This is the crater that killed the dinosaurs. This is the impact crater that killed the dinosaurs, dude. And some people don't even believe this fucking happened. Ugh! Do you know how frustrating it is to be me, dude? People don't even fucking believe that this happened, even though you could see the fucking crater right now. But aside from all the fucking studies that have been done on it, you could see it right here, dude. They fucking studied the shit out of this thing. This actually happened. This is what killed the dinosaurs right here. It's called the Chicxulub. Chicxulub. And they did lots of studies on it. I've only downloaded a little bit of it. Super important info. I'm outside in a non-lighted human intruded land, but not in Alaska. Probably black bears in Wisconsin and Minnesota. I can't let my dog get injured. Yeah, I'm in Minnesota, dude, and I go on hikes and I, all the way up to Duluth and South Dakota, Black Hills of South Dakota. I am carrying my 10mm with me all the time, dude. I've seen enough people get attacked by bears. Those things are fucking frightening when they're charging at you. They run really fast, dude. There's a video of a brown bear charging people. The dude is like the thing is on like roller skates, dude. It's so fucking scary. Where's the video now? Oh my god, they're fucking scary. Here it is. This is the scariest fucking bear video I've ever seen, dude. The bear moves at such insane speeds. Watch how fast the bear comes at him. It's so scary, dude. Holy fuck, dude. It was right there. Dude, it was right there in a matter of fucking seconds. Did you see that shit? Oh, fuck that shit, dude. No. I'll probably have a heart attack if one of those things are charging at me like that, dude. I probably wouldn't even have a chance to goddamn shoot it. God damn, dude. So, again, scientific research is really good for reading about shit like that. Not just articles. Articles, websites, fucking CNN, all these companies and shit. I don't know. It's for the birds, dude. I'd much rather. I mean, these things are much more credible to me, dude, when I'm reading these actual scientific things. Because it's real data. It's real. Look at this shit. What fucking news article, what journalist is doing shit like this, dude? None. They don't, I respect journalists, but I don't think they do half the fucking work that real scientists do. And also, they're biased, a lot of them, dude. They have an agenda, a lot of these people. And that's, it's another form of, to me, a lot of times, media is a form of entertainment rather than information and education, like science is. So, fuck that shit. That's why I hate targeted individuals when they only go to popular websites where they have agendas and shit. They don't look up real data. Because real data is boring. Nobody is reading this shit. Delusions. Persecutory delusions, a review and theoretical integration. So anyway, I have a lot of different interests and hobbies. So, like I have, oh, look at this. This might scare the shit out of TIs. So I apologize. But I decided to look up drones. I know drones exist. I mean, I know, but are they in fact stalking humans? Are like not just regular people that own a drone that are trying to zoom in on some nude woman in her home changing or something like that. I'm talking about government or agencies or whatever. Are they actually spying on Americans or other people? Are they good enough to spy on Americans and people? It doesn't seem like it. An autonomous drone for search and rescue in forests using airborne optical sectioning. So this paper, which was, I think, 2021, fairly new. I think they talked about some of the problems with using drones. Camera drone with the recording and processing equipment used in our experiments. In this case, positive finding, an integral thermal image from the AOS approach, together with classification result and location, are transmitted to a mobile device of the rescue team. Basic principle of AOS. Movie S1 shows video footage of the drone and sample test site. So they actually do experiments on this crap, dude, to see. Look at the strong occlusion in single thermal images. Can be removed effectively by integral images that densely sample 2D SA. Precise computer vision based pose estimations. So I guess they're trying to find out if these are bodies or not, to help search and rescue teams find people out in the wilderness, I guess. So they're doing this shit in the background, dude. They're doing this shit on their own. Like, you never hear about this stuff. They're actually trying to help people. When you read this stuff, God, it's just, I don't know if it's worth fucking talking about. They're just gonna fucking keep being delusional retards, dude. I even got a folder here called EMF My Ass. Radio frequency, electromagnetic field exposure, and non-specific symptoms of ill health. A systematic review. And I've read some of these, dude, and they conclude that nobody on the planet yet can tell whether or not the EMF is on or off. You're full of shit. Every TI is a liar. You cannot tell if it's on. Shielding methods and products against man-made electromagnetic fields. Protection versus risk. Here's a Faraday cage, right? Man-made EMFs, radiation, sick. Faraday cage, healthy. Natural EMFs, radiation, sick. Through the Faraday cage, but the healthy through no cage? I don't. Graphical abstract. Human exposure to man-made EMFs has increased with increasing health problems. Metal shielding is lately suggested by private companies, individuals as a way to reduce exposure. Metal shielding reduces both man-made and natural atmospheric EMFs. EHS symptom relapses and internal desynchronizations are reported after shielding. An avoidance strategy of man-made EMFs should be preferable than metal shielding. Avoidance strategy? I mean, turn your phone off? So let me see what I highlighted here, because I went through this shit. We underscored the fact that all these products' practices are scientifically untested, especially for long-term use, as we realized the complete lack of peer-reviewed literature verifying their effectiveness and safety. So they're admitting right there that their tests and their products and all that shit is scientifically untested. Searching the peer-reviewed scientific literature, we realized the alarming dearth of scientific evidence supporting the safety and efficacy of current protecting technologies and medical approaches, in spite of the great number of products advertised in the market throughout the world. That means when you buy your fucking your electric the EMF hat, it hasn't been scientifically proven. That's what this is saying. Your EMF hat that you just paid $50 for, you got fucking scammed, dude. It doesn't work. It's not tested scientifically. Your opinion doesn't mean shit in the realm of science. Okay? Get it straight. Get it good. And here's another problem that could be related to the whole EMF thing, especially with guys like Absent-Minded Abe and Conspiracy Underground. Idiopathic environmental intolerance attributed to electromagnetic fields, a content analysis of British newspaper reports. So it seems like you guys have environmental intolerance. You can't stand cars, you can't stand cell phones, you can't stand whatever fucking thing that bugs you, and you blame it on EMF, because you're idiots. You're just dumb people. Idiopathic environmental intolerance attributed to electromagnetic fields is a controversial condition in which people describe symptoms following exposure to electromagnetic fields from everyday electrical devices. However, double-blind experiments have found no convincing evidence that electromagnetic fields cause these symptoms. Do you get it? Your EMF shit that you're blaming your stomach pains or your head pains, they're not coming from these devices, you fucking idiots. That's what it just said. No convincing evidence that EMF causes your symptoms, you idiots. You're dumb. Medication is what you need. Articles which quoted someone with IEI EMF were significantly more likely to report an electromagnetic cause and to present unproven treatments. Yeah. Just instantly blame it on EMF, which you know nothing about, you fucking scum. Numerous studies have demonstrated that stories carried by local and national press can influence the public's perceptions, attitudes, and behaviors relation to a health threat. Some evidence also suggests that health-related news studies can have a direct effect on people's well-being. To a large extent, this relates to the impact reporting can have on someone's psychological state. Articles can be reassuring or provoke anxiety. However, media coverage about a health risk can also contribute to physical symptoms by causing some people to monitor for, find, and fixate on pre-existing symptoms that might otherwise have gone undetected. Placebo, in other words. Your brain is making shit up and putting shit that's not there to get yourself anxious about sounds that you weren't paying attention to before, but now you are. For example, 2 experiments have shown that participants who have read alarming reports about the potential health effects of chemicals are more likely to experience physical symptoms when subsequently exposed to an innocuous odor. You're idiots! You're suggestible fucking idiots, dude! I'm sorry! Look at how much I highlighted in this paper, dude! Because it resonated with me that a lot of these targeted individual people seem to have this idiopathic environmental intolerance. And you're blaming the wrong things, and you've got no evidence for that thing that you're blaming. Indeed, several of the news reports that we included focused on the findings of one double-blind experiment in the UK which demonstrated that IEI EMF was not associated with exposure to mobile phone mass signals. You guys, you're just fucking idiots. Alright, conclusion. Our analysis of a representative sample of newspaper reports about IEI EMF in Britain suggests that substantial room for improvement exists in how journalists convey the science in this area. We would urge scientists to remain engaged with journalists in order to help improve the quality of reporting. So, turn off your televisions and radio and just go right to the science like this, guys. Okay? Turn off your televisions, turn off your fucking conspiracy theorist channels, whatever you're doing, and read the actual science. Stop being tards and start getting smart. Alright? So one more time, I'm going to offer voice chat one more time. Voice chat one last time for debate, dialogue, or questions. I'm here. This is one of the coolest things, dude. I want to show you something before I bail out here. So, this is my Jitsi server. I am hosting this Jitsi server right now. And it has voice chat, and it has, of course...
End-to-end encryption is on.
Yes, it has real end-to-end encryption that actually works, meaning the FBI, the CIA, the NSA, nobody can spy on you when you have that enabled and you're talking to me in voice. Nobody can hear what we're saying, even if they were connected to my network in the living room. If they were on my network, this encryption would prevent them from hearing our conversation.
End-to-end encryption is off.
And I'm actually hosting it myself. And it's awesome. But also, this thing has other cool stuff. What was that called? A tinfoil hat? Alright. So this is, yeah, look at this. In my voice chat server, my Jitsi server that I just linked in chat, I have instant access to basically all these animated GIFs for anything I fucking type. Here's another tinfoil hat. Stop buying tinfoil hats. It's not happening. This is you guys. And I have access to this shit. Look at all these tinfoil hats. This is what you guys do. But anyway, I wanted to end the stream with, well, by the way, that girl never called, man. That girl never called. I was supposed to have a TI call me today on the phone, but she didn't fucking call. She sent me a shitload of emails, though. And she said, oh, I have a lot of questions. You know, what can hackers do? Can they really get my Facebook password and all this stuff? And she was genuinely concerned about the internet and stuff like this. And so I told her, I will answer you, but I'm not going to write a book, lady. I mean, I'll talk to you in voice. You can get on Jitsi. You can call me on the phone. I gave her my phone number. And she said she was going to call today in the afternoon. And right now it's about 5 p.m. and she still hasn't fucking called me. So once again, TIs are fucking liars. And I can't stand you guys. I can't stand targeted individuals. I can't stand conspiracy theorists. They're all fucking gutless, scared shitless to have dialogue with anybody. But one of the things I kind of wanted to do, and maybe I'll do a short version of it here. One TI named Alternative Homesteading has a big issue. And in fact, the one that was going to call me today, she too mentioned specifically in an email yesterday that she has a problem with my website domain, which is called chickenkiller.com. Now, why do I have a domain called chickenkiller.com? I'll explain it. So when you go, all right, let me draw a picture so I can explain it to you. All right, let me see. Let me open up my Jitsi here. Now I'm going to open up, Jitsi has a whiteboard where you can actually draw with people. You can draw stuff. Okay? See that? You can draw. It's pretty cool. But I'm gonna try to draw here. Oops. So let me see. YouTube logo. Let's just try to make this real easy. All right. So here's the, oops. Wait a minute. Fuck. Why can't I move it all of a sudden? That's weird. Oh, maybe because it's this. Okay, there we go. Okay, so I can make this real big and I can rotate it and everything else. Pretty cool, huh? So you can access YouTube no matter where you're walking, right? So if you're outside, I'm just going to draw a stick figure or whatever so you understand. And you got your little phone with you, right? Well, you can still access YouTube.com no matter where you go. Even if you go to a different country, you could still access YouTube.com, right? Have you ever thought about why? Because when you're on the internet, you can always access YouTube.com no matter where you fucking go. Okay, you understand me so far? If you're in France, you can go to YouTube.com. If you're in Germany, you can go to YouTube.com. If you're in the United States, you can go to YouTube.com and it'll work, right? You following me so far? Okay, so there's your little phone connecting to YouTube.com. All right, so that's a website. YouTube is a website. Now you sitting at home, and I'm just going to draw a brick fucking square children's house, right, with a window, okay? You're in your house, and you're chilling, and you can access YouTube.com. So if you're at home, and your home has internet, you know, let me draw a little cable coming out of the wall, connected to your cable modem. How can I do this? Let's see. You know, with your lights and stuff, cable modem lights, you know, and you got your Wi-Fi, right? And you're at home and you've got a computer connected to your internet. You know, you got your desktop, whatever, and your monitor. Okay, and then your keyboard and all that shit, right? And you open up a server right here. So on your computer at home with your home internet connection, you open up like an FTP server or something. Okay, you open up a little FTP server, and on the screen it's a little window like this, and it says, "Okay, we're ready to connect." And so you take your phone out, and you connect to your computer on your network, and you're like, "Oh, cool! So I can connect to my server right here. I can download my files from my computer to my phone over the internet. I don't have to have a wire. I can connect to it." You can actually do that, believe it or not. And I'm going to connect my phone behind me, and I'm going to give you a live demonstration of this. Okay. I'm going to actually give you a live demonstration of why I have a website called caterwall.chickenkiller.com. Okay. So, on your computer at home, your computer has an IP address. So you can go to Google and type in, what is my IP address, right? Everybody kind of knows that they have an IP address, and it's basically you, right? There's my IP address. So this is my public IP address right now. Everybody has one when you're on the internet. And that's the way the internet works. And that means that people can connect to this IP address, right? But sometimes this changes. It's not always this number. It does change sometimes. It's not something you can't decide, yeah, I want my IP address to be 4.4.4. You can't just decide. Your internet service provider decides what your IP address is going to be. So let me copy this to my clipboard, and I'll show you what I'm talking about. So in Windows, you can open up a black window here called the command line, and we could type in ns lookup, and then the IP address. Okay, yes, it should be able to. All right, let me try this. I'm going to try to resolve my IP. Maybe that's one of my issues. I think I got to change my IP address. What? Okay, well, I guess I can't resolve my IP address. That's weird. Maybe that's why it says I'm not connected. Interesting. Well, anyway, usually it would come up. I'll type it out. Usually, if you got a normal IP address, I guess mine's not normal, it would come up to like mn.comcast.net, you know, and thered be like 45, whatever. It would be something like that. That would be my domain, kind of, or like my DNS server for my IP address. Now, without getting too technical about it, your IP address is exactly the same. Let's say you're on Verizon, right? And you go to what is my IP address? You'll get a number. You get a number like 66.24.22.15, you know, 136. Like if you're on Verizon, right? You'll get a number like, what is my IP address? And when you do a DNS check on it, it'll resolve to like, same type of thing, you know, fios dot whatever dot verizon.com or whatever, verizon.net, verizon.com. But it's the same thing. Like if you do a DNS a ping to this, it'll ping this IP address. They're related. So this is just a number, but that's why we go to youtube.com. We don't go to 108.46.46 whatever.com. You can actually get that. NS lookup, youtube.com. You can get their IP address. There it is. That's YouTube's IP address. 142.250.191.206. And we do NS lookup 142.250.199.206. And it resolves to this, which is basically youtube.com. So that's the IP address it resolves to. Okay, well you can't go right to it. But yeah, so it's a technical thing. That's the way the internet works behind the scenes. But again, because the IP address doesn't stay the same all the time. Let's say you leave your house. You got your little server up, right? On your computer at home. And then you leave your house and you go to a different state. Okay? And then you got your phone with you. Whatever. And you try to connect to your IP address. Let's say it's 66.24. Well, because your IP address changed sometimes, there's nothing. Null. It's not your IP address anymore. So it changed on you, so your phone can no longer connect to your computer at home. So the solution is to get a DDNS. DDNS. Dynamic DNS. That's the solution. You got to get an IP address that is essentially permanent, like youtube.com. So you can actually do that if you go to like afraid.org, I believe it is. Yeah. Okay. So it says right here, free DNS, dynamic DNS, static DNS. There's also freemyip.com. And same thing. Free dynamic DNS, no login required, no ads, newsletters, links, blah, blah, blah. You can have a domain name like fuck you. So that'll be your IP address if you sign up for this right now. fuckyou.freemyip.com. That would be your website if you set it up. Because this will be your permanent IP now. It's not a permanent change. It's just an additional to your IP address that's already there. It's an IP address that you can access no matter what your IP address at home is. Because again, your IP address changes a lot. Especially on cell phones. It changes a lot. So, there's good and bad reasons why. But don't you want a permanent address that you can always access, like jitsi.freemyip.com, rather than trying to remember or somehow look up your fucking IP address all the time? What if you're gone? What if you're in a different state and you're not at your home computer, and so you can't find out what your IP address is? Okay? Now I'm going to blow your mind. Are you ready? Are you fucking ready? Even though there's nobody here because everybody's fucking, they can't stand technology. It's just right over their heads. But I have a DNS, and one of them is chickenkiller.com. I didn't sign up for that. That's already here on free DNS, afraid.org. They have domains here. Oh, they don't have a list here, but let's see. List of domains afraid.org. Okay. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Here's a list of domains right here. Look at this. Here's a moo.com, chickenkiller.com, us.to, strangled.net. So if you're telling me that if I signed up nerve.strangled.net or nervegorilla.crabdance.com, that means I like to dance with crabs? No, I didn't make this website. These guys did. These guys offer these subdomains that you can use for free to use a dynamic IP address that is a permanent dynamic DNS. Whatever's easier for you to remember. How about lorrainevalentine.privatedns.org or virginia.ftp.sh or abe.dynet.com or pandafucker.3dextras.com. These are all available for free that you can use. You can't use you can't use like farted.net, but you can use nerve.farted.net or fuckyou.farted.net. That's a subdomain. You can't use the actual domain, you can use the subdomain. What's my subdomain? What's mine? You got it. Caterwaul.chickenkiller.com. Has nothing to do with killing chickens or anything homosexual like that. It's just the domain I selected from this list, which is right here, chickenkiller.com. What happens if we go to chickenkiller.com? What's it say? Oh, is being shared via free DNS, a dynamic DNS domain sharing project, blah, 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 blah. Hi. Do you get it now, Lorraine, you fucking idiot? Has nothing to do with you. I didn't make this website. I'm just using the subdomain for my IP address for my server, you idiot. Why would I do that? Because again, IP addresses change, and I needed a permanent one, so I got a permanent one. I've tried to teach people this shit before, but they don't want to learn, so fuck you. So what I'm going to do right now, I'm going to blow your mind. Are you ready? Mark the date. Mark the time. So let's see. Go to my... I'm going to log into my phone here. Hold on. Okay. So let me open this up here. Give me a second. It's kind of loading right now. Hold on. Okay. All right. This is my actual... Let me minimize all the windows. This is my actual cell phone right now. I'm, as you can see, I'm actually on it. Let me do not disturb. Okay. So I have this program called Total Commander on the top right there. And on my server computer at home, in the living room, I have an FTP server. So I wanted to connect to my FTP server when I'm walking around outside. So as you can see, I'm connected to FTP right now. And these folders are not on my cell phone. These folders are not on my cell phone. I'll show you what are. If I slide over to the left, these are these are files on my cell phone. As you can see, the storage folder, music. So this is my SD card on my cell phone. And it's 119 gigs right there. And these are albums that I have on my actual cell phone. So I can click them and I can listen to them and whatever, right? So I wanted some music on my actual cell phone. So I copied them. But if I'm out and about and I'm on a hike or a trail or if I'm at work or something and I suddenly get the urge to listen to Don Henley, for instance. And let's say I can't find Don Henley on YouTube. So I log into my server, here it is right here, and I go to my E drive. Okay. And then I go to music. And look at this. I'm remotely connected to my computer in the living room right now. And I can, how about I get this Disney album right here? How about I hit this Disney album? Music from the Park, 1996. So I'm going to hit the checkbox on it. And then down at the bottom, I'm going to hit, I believe it's this button. Yep, this is a copy button. I can copy it. Now what it's doing, I am literally, and as you can see, I'm on 5G on the top right. I'm on 5G right now. I'm not even on Wi-Fi. It's as if I'm walking around outside right now. So I'm using 5G internet to connect to my computer at home that's hosting my files right now. And I can prove it by logging into my server computer right now, right here. Okay. Let's see if I can log in. All right, I'm logged into my seed box. It's kind of messy, but I should be able to open up my FTP server. FileZilla server. Oh God, where the fuck is it? Oh, administer, there it is. Okay, as you can see right there, this is my server. You can see that I'm downloading the files. That's my phone downloading the files from this computer. See the Disney folder? That's the speed I'm getting. That's my IP address right there. Username, Nerve. I am connected from my cell phone to my computer in the living room, and I am downloading FLAC files, probably. I'm downloading an album from my computer that is sitting in the living room. This cell phone is connected to this computer right here. And that is one of the reasons that you want an IP address that you can memorize. So you can connect to your fucking computers at home and remotely access your computers in the same way that you remotely access YouTube.com from anywhere in the world. I can access my computer from anywhere in the world, just like I can with YouTube or any other website. That's why I run a server. Because I can download my music without having to go to YouTube and listen to a low quality version of it. In fact, YouTube doesn't even have all the albums that I have. YouTube is pretty terrible for music, I think. I mean, it's quick, but the quality is terrible. So as it's downloading, I can go, actually I'm going to cancel it. And as you can see, it stopped on the screen. Let me close my server computer there. So I'm going to go over to the left panel now. Actually, I'm going to disconnect from the FTP first. There, I just disconnected. Let me get my phone back up. Now I'm back on my SD storage device. And what was that? Disney? Whatever the fuck it was called. What was it called? It should be a fucking refresh button. There it is. Was it VA or Disney? There it is. Music from the park, right there in the center. Disney. Go into it. Let me click one of them.
Davy Crockett, King of the What? And his trusty.
So I just downloaded an album from myself, from my computer to my phone directly. Why would you want to do that? Well, let me give you one more example. Here we go. You ready to get your mind fucking blown? So you see that blue button on the top right on my phone? It says VNC Viewer. That's me connecting to my fucking computer remotely. There it is, Nerve, right there on the top. I'm going to click it. Look at that. Preparing desktop. You see that? I'm moving my mouse around right now. I am remotely connected to my home computer. And I'm going to open up this button right here. I just opened up something on my fucking computer. I am not touching my computer right now. I am touching my phone only. I am controlling my fucking home computer with my cell phone. You can actually fucking do that. Watch, I'm going to open up the YouTube comments, even though I'm only touching my phone right now. And I'm going to log in and I'm going to say, hi, assholes. Enter. You see that? That's how I remotely connect to my fucking computer. From my cell phone. Anywhere in the world. Caterwall.chickenkiller.com is one way I do it. But there's other ways. You gotta have a permanent IP address to do that. You can't do that with random IP addresses. So you have a lot of fucking power. One of the great things about that is if you don't want to host your phone pictures on Google Photos, or you don't want to send them some China third-party cloud fucking storage, you can have the storage on your home computers and have it send to your fucking home computers instead. So you make backups of your own pictures on your own cell phone without having to rely on fucking companies who might do who knows what with your pictures. Okay? You have more power than these fucking companies. Okay? That's my fucking point. I just connected remotely to my computer and I controlled it from my cell phone. And I downloaded an album from my computer in the living room from my cell phone. Because all these computers and the internet were all connected, interconnectedness. You just have to know what you're doing. So that's one of the reasons. Does that answer your question now? Lorraine, Valentine, whatever your name is, alternative homesteading. Do you know why I have caterwall.chickenkiller.com now? It's one of the many fucking reasons. It's a beautiful thing. It's not bad, it's awesome. Okay? So when you leave your house, what, you don't ever want to access your computer at home anymore? You think of that separate? Not me, dude. When I leave my house, I'm still thinking I can connect anytime to my computer at home. Just because I'm out and about driving around doesn't mean that I can't access my computer. I always want to be able to access my computer, and that's one of the reasons that I have a web server. Speaking of web server, I'm actually hosting 2 websites at the same time. Look at this. One is caterwall.chickenkiller.com. Here's the other one. jitsi.freemyip.com. Let me fix this. I think I'm... Oh, no, I'm not anymore. I closed it. I showed it earlier in the stream. I guess I can open it again real quick, huh? Let me open it real quick. This was Windows NT Server right here. So when I open this up, I'm going to host a different website on the same IP address. Actually, it's kind of a different IP address. All right, let me close this. So isn't it beautiful, man? I mean, the shit that you can do on computers. You know, honestly, I think that's one of the reasons why companies, and I'm not saying it's devious, but I think one of the reasons why a lot of people are pushing cell phones is because they don't want you on computers, because look at how much power you have. You, honest to God, have more power and freedom on a computer than you do a stupid cell phone. You can't do half the shit on a cell phone that you can do on the computer. Look at all the shit I was able to bypass on my computer. I could download ISOs, I can download other operating systems, I can save money by downloading albums. You can do some of this shit on your cell phone, but it's definitely not as easy to do. Definitely not. So, of course, companies want you to have a cell phone rather than a computer because they want you to pay money instead of getting everything for free like I do. And I encourage people. It's harder to block ads on a cell phone than it is on a computer. Computers are better. Now, it's starting up. So you can download your videos from your phone onto your computer from a place other than your home. So wait, my phone is connected right now, dude, and I see it right here. You see this? My phone is connected via USB right now. You see this? This is my phone model, and you can see internal storage, SD card. SD card, I have pictures right here, photography. Okay, I've got ebooks on my phone. I am looking at my phone right now. So yes, to answer your question, if you go to let's see, movies. Yeah, these are some of the things I downloaded, but let me go to the internal storage. Okay, so in movies here, oh, I guess I copied them all over already. But okay, let me take my cell phone and I'll take a quick picture, I think. I'll just take a stupid close-up picture here of it's not a good picture. I just want to take it to show you. Okay, now it should show up in my DCIM, I think. Wait a minute. Oh, no, right here. Here it is. Okay, I just took this picture. Look at the date. 2/24 at 5:21 p.m. That's exactly what time it is. 5:21, right? I just took this. So I'm going to open it up. And I can look at it. I just took this picture of my microphone. Okay, a bad picture, but... So, I can see it right there on my cell phone because my cell phone is connected via USB to my computer. So, if I wanted to put this picture, I wanted to put my whole list of pictures on my computer's hard drive, I can do that. And I do that. I have a whole folder for it called my Xperia Pro. Right? So, I got pictures and shit all over the place here that I've taken. I put them on my computer because I don't trust my cell phone. Cell phones, you know, they're not perfect. The storage isn't perfect. So I can just delete it right off the cell phone. And if I wanted to take some albums, and copy them over to my fucking cell phone, I can do that right now. Like if I go to music, oh wait, SD card, music, because my phone actually has a second SD card, which is why you saw 2 there. I can delete that Disney album that I had. As you can see, I was downloading it. I can just delete it right off the thing. So if I wanted to copy this right here, this Carl Sagan interview, it's even faster. Look at this. Right there, it's done. I just copied over 1994 Science with Carl Sagan right onto my phone. Now my phone has that. So yes, you didn't know that you can connect your phone? Yeah, when you connect it to your computer via USB, you can much faster send files back and forth to and from your computer to your cell phone or to your computer back and forth, whatever. It goes both ways. So I hope that answers your question. I'm not sure if that's... So you can download your videos from your phone onto your computer. Well, they don't use the word download. Copying videos recorded on your cell phone to your computer is not considered downloading or even uploading. Because it's a direct USB connection, they call it copying. Oh, when you're out on a hike? Well, you didn't say that. So from your phone. So you mean upload. Okay, so that would be upload. Yes, you can upload videos from your cell phone while on a hike directly to your home PC. Yeah. Right. Okay. I see what you mean. I can do that right now if you want. I mean, okay, let's do it right now. Let's do it right now. I'll give you a quick sample and then I'm going to take a break. How about that? Let's see where the hell I'm trying not to give any personal information out. You know, it's kind of dangerous to do a live stream and fucking show your phone, right? Am I right? It's kind of, you know, you can reveal some personal information, phone numbers, pictures, whatever. I'm trying really hard not to do that. So forgive me. All right, so let me open up this program again. What I'm using right here is called, what I'm using right now is called, you don't need this, but this is just how I'm showing my even if I'm going to Android to Apple, and do the home PC need to be on when I do that? Yeah, it should be on. I mean, if it's off, you can't connect to it. So I'm just using a program here to connect to my phone, and I will show you. For instance, as you can see, I'm connected to my phone. Now my cell phone right next to me here. And it's still on 5G, meaning I'm not on the Wi-Fi. I'm not on my home Wi-Fi. I usually am, but I'm not right now because I'm going to demonstrate to this guy right now. If I were out hiking right now, and I have internet connection, I'm hiking, and you have to have an internet connection, of course. You know, as long as you have an internet connection and you have a server up on your home PC, you can connect to it. So let's say I'm out and about, and right now we're connected to my phone. So I'm going to go to movies. Okay. So you can see the size of these movies. I don't remember downloading any of these, but... so there's one right there called Nerve Gorilla Threatening Me Again, tagging me in multiple videos at the bottom. You see that? 22 megabytes. So again, I'm on 5G. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to connect to my server. Actually, I got to hide this because I don't want to give away my IP. But I'm going to connect to my FTP server again that I have in the living room. And it's connecting. Okay. Okay, I just connected to it. This is it. As you can see on the top left there, it's called FTP Nerve. All right, so I'm connected to my home computer again, directly. These are just the folders. Now I'm going to go up here, or maybe at the bottom. I'm trying to remember. Oh, wait, no, at the top. Those 3 dots at the top. You hit that, and you hit New Folder. And I want to say hiking. Oops, H-I-K-I-N-G video. Okay, and I'm just going to pretend that I just made a folder called hiking videos. There it is right there. I'm going to go into it. All right, we're in the folder. So I'm going to go back to the left pane, which is my cell phone storage. And this, again, on the right is my server home computer that I'm connected to. On the left is my files right here. So I'm going to hit this button, nerve threatening me, and I'm going to hit this button at the bottom again, which is to copy, right? All right, we're going to copy it over. It is now sending to my server computer. So if I was out in the wilderness and I wanted to send it directly to my home computer, I could do that. Okay? And it's almost done. 22 megs. Cell phone's connection kind of blows. All right, so the video's there. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to disconnect. I'm going to disconnect from the server, and I'm going to turn my phone, I'm going to turn the screen off my phone and go back to my computer here. So I just made a folder. All right, let's see if it shows up. Let's connect to my fucking server computer. Let's see if that actually worked. Here's my seed box. All right, so open up my folder here and go to my E drive. Oops, it's fucking slow. The hard drive has to wake up, I guess. All right, so I just made a folder here called, where the fuck was it? What the fuck was it? Oh, I made it in the... Oh, okay. I made it in the home folder. So that's the G drive, I believe. Or is it the D drive? There it is. Hiking videos. Okay, now I can open it here. There it is. Nerd Gorilla threatening me again, tagging me. There it is. There's the video. I'm watching this on my server computer now. See that? I uploaded the video and it's working on the computer. So when I come home from my hike, the videos will be whatever I upload to the computer from my phone. And I can delete them off my phone. That's an important thing to remember. So if you're recording police and you're scared that the police are going to take your phone and they're going to delete your videos and shit, well, guess what? You just uploaded the videos to your server computer. So even if you delete them on your phone, you come back home and your videos will be right there on your computer waiting for you. See what I mean? Yeah, smart. Yeah, smart. So you have all the power to do whatever you want on the internet. And it's especially important when you run a server like me. And I'm doing this right here. I'm running a server. All right, you see this? This is the computer I just loaded up. And I wanted to go to jitsi.freemyip.com. So we're going to do it. And... oh, fuck you. So it's remembering that I was there before, so it's trying to force me to go to the HTTP. There it is. So this, look at you. Go ahead and try it yourself. I'm not logging or anything, so go ahead and try it. I'm hosting a website there, and I'm also hosting a website at Lorraine, and I'm also hosting a website right here. Those are two different IP addresses, and I've got two different websites on both of them. So one website I made for Dana Kane. And one I made for alternative homesteading. So it's one of the cool things. Running your own website is important. Even if you don't run a website, you can run an FTP server, which is that's what I just did. To upload those videos from my phone to my server PC, I am using a program called FileZilla, which is an FTP server program. You can make it even easier if you host a website with a download button or with an upload button. There's all sorts of ways you can do it. Another thing you can do is go to Catbox right here. This is somebody else's website, by the way. If you want to do this too, you can also upload your videos while you're hiking to this website right here. Although, see, there's a limit, only 200 megs, right? Now this guy, I don't know who he is, but he allows you to upload very quickly, just data dumps, just drop in some files. So you can drop a file there, and then you'll get a URL out of it. For instance, so let's say I want to upload this little PDF file, right? So then I copy the link and I text it to myself or whatever. So there, I text that to myself, and then I come home and I open it, and it's the same file. It's the same PDF file. It's been renamed because that's the way this website works. But Catbox is just a place to dump, small files. That's another thing you can do if you don't want to run your own server. If you don't want to do the work to set up your own home server, you can send files to other websites like Catbox or FileZilla.com. Is it FileZilla? No, it's ZippyShare.com. There's a whole bunch of different websites like this where you can just drop files. Now this one allows you to drop 500 megs. But again, if you're hosting your own website, for instance, you can have unlimited storage because it's your website. Whatever hard drive you install, you can have that much data there. Now here, let me show you one more cool thing. All right, so you saw me remotely connect to my server computer from here, right? So I can actually see the screen. So I can actually see my computer screen in the living room, right? Well, I don't always want to see my computer screen. So I set up a couple of apps to actually be able to see the screens from my browser window here on my main PC. So if I go to Qubit Torrent right here, you see it's asking me for a login and password, right? This is a direct connection. This is not over the internet. This is over my LAN only. So like if you try to access this right now, you couldn't access this because it's not open to the public. It's only open in my internal network. So I open this up and boom, I see an interface of my torrents right now. The torrents that I'm seeding in my server computer. And I can do whatever, I can even delete them. I have full fucking power to do whatever I want here because I'm looking at in a browser. This is a browser, dude. This is my server, my Qubit torrent client in my server window. So I did this for transmission as well. Here, see this? I am currently, as I'm talking, I am uploading the GeoCities torrent to somebody. I don't know who, but somebody. I've been serving the stuff up in the background. And in the browser, I can just manage the torrents right now. I can right click and delete this if I want. I can shut it down if I want. And even while I'm doing this, I'm hosting shit on my own computer right here. So as I've been streaming this whole time, my computer in the background, and you'll see it right here at the very bottom, called Archive Team Warrior. It says it's running. That's what it's doing. It's running in the background. I've been archiving in the background this whole time. It's just running in the background. And I can see the status by going to my local website only. Localhost port 8001. And I can see the interface. I don't need any program. This is just a website. So I can kind of manage it. I can actually shut it down right here on the left. I can change my settings. So these are called web UIs. And you could go, like, here's Qubit Torrent, the program on my PC right now. And I'll tell you real quick. You go to options and you go to web UI. You see that? Web UI. Meaning you're basically setting up a server. You can click, yes, I want to enable the web user interface. Remote control. That means if you got another computer and you want to access it, like I said, like I just showed you, you can set up a web server. So you don't have to have a monitor on your other computer. Your other computer can have no monitor and you can still do all the administration you want. You're not going to believe this, but do you see this window right here? This window right here. This is Windows 7, right? You can see that it's Windows 7, WinVer. You see that it's Windows 7 Ultimate. But here's the secret. Okay? This is my computer in the living room, and it has no monitor. But I can see the screen. How is that possible? Because I'm remotely connected to it with a program called Real VNC. That's all it is. I'm running a program here. Let me go to information. Oh, no. That's the IP address, though. 192.168.1.121. That's my internal IP address. So, even though I'm remotely accessing it and I can see the screen and I can do stuff on it, the computer itself doesn't even have a monitor. Let me draw a picture. Let me draw a picture. Okay? So, the computer in the living room is really, it's just a box with a USB hard drive. Okay, so it's got a lot of hard drive space. And then it's got one wire going into the router. Okay? And it doesn't even have a mouse and it doesn't even have a keyboard. It's a box, dude. It's a fucking box with an external hard drive, a couple internal hard drives, and it's just a LAN cable connected to my router. and boom, I'm remotely connected to it without a monitor or a keyboard or a mouse. And I don't need it. You don't need a keyboard or a mouse. You can just have the fucking box. And you can have a server out of it. So you can go to Micro Center, refurbished PC. I can't spell, but you could just go to Micro Center or wherever, any computer store, buy a refurbished PC. You only need a monitor temporarily to set it up, and then you can take the monitor out. Because if you got a main computer, you could just remotely connect to it like I just did. So you don't even need a permanent monitor on it. You can literally buy this for 249 bucks, get an extra hard drive on it, and you can use that as a server. You can have it so all your cell phone pictures are sent to this automatically at home, or you could use it as a backup to store all your movies, your music, whatever you want. You have the power to do all this shit. So there you go. And you know, these are pre-built computers. They're not for gaming, but you could use them for a server or a storage. And computers make better servers and storage than cell phones. Cell phones are terrible for anything but just, you know, sucking things down, you know? So anyway, I'll type in server room. Yeah, so that's kind of what like a server room. Yeah, bunch of fucking computers, lots of servers. There you go. Doing fucking hopscotch, whatever the hell. All right, I'm gonna take a little bit of a break, and I might come back. But I'd prefer to somebody have, you know, come kick my ass in voice chat rather than me talk the whole time. That girl never called, so she's full of shit. All right, so this website with Dana Kane is gonna go down. I'm gonna shut this down now. All right, see ya. That's the internet. Welcome to the fucking internet. Lots of fucking information here. And it's goddamn beautiful. I still only, you know, touch the surface here. Tip of the iceberg. I'm going to be back, I think, to talk a little bit about whistleblowers. Aaron Brockovich, shit like that. Because targeted individuals claim that if you're a whistleblower, they want to kill you. And they want to all kill you instantly. But that's not true at all. There have been many in history. And they're still alive. All right. See ya.